Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Muhammad Nur Amirullah bin Jaafar. Today I want to talk about interesting places to visit in Kelantan. First of all, we need to know that Kelantan is a state of Malaysia and its capital is Kota Bahru and royal seat is Kuban Krian. Due to Kelantan relative isolation and largely rural lifestyle, Kelantanese culture differs somewhat from Malay culture in the rest of peninsula, which reflected in the cuisines, art and the unique Kelantanese Malay language. So here is a few places you should visit in Kelantan. First of all is Kota Bahru walking tour. The city of Kota Bahru has many palaces, museum, markets, historic buildings which are of the interest of the local and foreign tourists alike. In Kota Bahru walking tour, you can visit State Museum Kota Bahru, which located next door in a 1930s era former government office building. The museum provides informative historical background on the state of Kelantan. Apart from history of the museum has display of traditional costume, pastime, kites, wayang kulit and musical instruments. Next is Bazaar Bulu Kubur. The bazaar buildings open up onto an open square where a number of Kota Bahru top attractions are located. The first one you will come across is a small brick layout with a sign outside explaining that this is the bank PTs, which was used as a store room for money and documents during the rule of Sultan Muhammad III. Bank PT ceased to function as the state treasury when Mercantile Bank of India became the first bank to open a branch in the city in 1912. Behind Bank PTs is the Grand Palace or Istana Bala Besar, which was built in 1844 of Chenga Chamber along Malay architectural lines by skilled local carpenters. This day the palace is used only for important occasions. It contains the throne and royal regalia. It is not open to public and photography. Within the gate is prohibited. After that, Dataran Reha is also a famous Kota Bahru landmark. It is located center of attraction points or view. A few street food stores are also available in front of the gate. Last but not least, Kelantan have Pasar Siti Khadijah, which is a must to visit when you go to Kelantan. The market originally established as Pasar Kubu Market. The market is housed in a 4-story building and feature an octagonal shape. Pasar Siti Khadijah also provide fresh goodies, ready to eat foods, local snacks and drinks. The bottom floor is dedicated to wet items such as fish, vegetables, chicken and so on. Level 1 is allocated to dry food items such as rondeng. Plus this market also is dominated by women sellers. So that's all from me. I hope you are enjoying this video and make you more excited about visiting Kelantan in henceforward. Thank you. So here is some additional info about our current issues about COVID-19. There are many things you can do to keep yourself and your loved ones safe from COVID-19. First of all, you can follow these basic precautions such as keep your distance, stay at least 1 meter away from others, even if they don't appear to be sick, since people can have the virus without having symptoms. So next is you can wear a mask. Wear a well-fitting 3-layer mask, especially when you can physically distance or you are indoors. Next, clean your hands before putting on and taking off a mask. After that, avoid crowded place, indoor location and avoid prolonged contact with others. Spend more time outdoor than indoors. Other than that, you can avoid touching surface, especially in public settings or health facilities, in case people infected with COVID-19 have touched them. So remember to clean surface regularly with standard disinfectants. You can also frequently clean your hands with soap and water or an alcohol-based hand rub. You can also carry alcohol-based rub with you and use it often. Last but not least, you need to cover your cough and sneeze with a bent elbow or tissues. Throwing used tissue into a close bin right away, and then wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand rub. Do not forget to get vaccinated when it is your turn. Then follow local guidance and recommendation about vaccinations. And stay safe, everyone.
Hello, Assalamualaikum to Medamani and to my friend. Today I'm gonna tell you about interesting place in Kota Kinabalu. Interesting place in Kota Kinabalu is Kinabalu Park, a World Heritage Site and home of the much beloved Mount Kinabalu. It was pretty excited to spend a day hiking around there and exploring the park. It can best reached by bus with minibus departing daily 6:30 a.m. from KK bus station, and costing is 20 ringgit one way per person. The trip is take 2 hours and fairly winding and mountainous road, so it's best to leave early. Arrive about 8 a.m. Hop into the bus and didn't leave until 9:30 a.m. So do be prepared to wait a while and get there early if you have a full day plan. When you arrive at the park, we need to pay entrance fee of 30 ringgit per person, and the visitor center can provide you with pretty bad map of the trail and pretty good information about the hiking routes available. We opted to do look park via the botanic gardens. Before get into hiking adventure, there are plenty of decent infrastructure around the park for the tripper. There's a buffet restaurant, although this is fairly pricey, so we decide to just stock up on snack. As well, the visitor center, a heritage center with more information about the park and small shop, which has pretty interesting book collection, as well as selling souvenir and basic food. As I said, the maps are good, but there are several dots around the main arrival area that give you idea of where you might like to head to, and the trails themselves are fairly well signposted. The hiking was awesome. It been rainy couple of days, so the trail was extremely wet, and our trainer didn't quite cut it with the buggy paths and deep puddles, but it was still manageable. The terrain, as you expect, is very jungle, and you find yourself dodging spider webs and surrounded by bugs, so make sure to bring plenty of insects repellent. The scenery talk is stunning. We had to pretty much pinch ourselves. It was surreal to think we are trekking in Borneo. It took us an hour or so walking through to the park to reach the botanic garden, which cost 5 ringgit, and we're stressing to. After visiting the garden, we made our way back to park entrance and enjoying the towers. Overall, we spent around 3.5 hours exploring the park, and they felt like plenty, although I know there are many days tour available that take a lot longer. Second place is Pouring Hot Spring. Can be said is a must visit attraction in Sabah. This natural hot spring that contains sulfur minerals are said help to cure skin age, body age, and smooth to blood flow of those who bathe there. Right or wallahu alam. To be sure, children enjoy soaking and bathing in the lukewarm. Many tubs are built in this area where water warm from hot spring flow into this tub. You only need to select the taps that are still empty or have few people. It's up to you to choose to privacy. If choosing indoor tub, additional charge apply. This indoor tub is equipped with a bathroom, so after satisfying soak, you can continue to shower and shower if desired. Blazing the green tail into nature with a cornucopia of flora and fauna, Kinabalu Park is the mecca for natural lovers and eager to wander through unique plants and flowers, and finally finding themselves a hot spring and some relaxation in indulgence. And lastly, we fight against the COVID-19. Please follow SOP and stay safe. Thank you.